like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the inning and the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Johnson. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Stafford being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Jets are going to get the football back. All right, we got a second here. Let's have some fun. Let's be cheesy, because why not? So we have the 71st Emmys on Sunday.
just straight cheese.
71st Emmys on Sunday. So let's hand out a few awards.
Okay.
Let's start with Best Supporting Actor right now in the NFL. Who are you going with?
I'm going with the Mustache Man, Gardner Minshew in Jacksonville. Because despite the fact that they're 1-2, got their first win last Thursday against Tennessee, he stepped in week 1 and set a record for rookie quarterbacks. What was he, 22 of 25 throwing in that game? 88% right out of the gate. And it's continued good play since then. And let's face it, the Mustache Mania is sweeping Duval County as well.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Play action. It's Falk. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford, he'll get this one to Galladay. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's got this down to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The pass complete. This one to Danny Amendola. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now Anderson on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And an alley to run. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Stafford throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? You don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing.
Marvin Jones. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turn over there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised. They decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll go again with Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously, something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are in the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided. Affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes. Jets and escape with a win. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Bell. And he loses the football a second time. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? This is a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Turn 2 soft. He's coming. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want go.
And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say Anderson loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Wide open, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to draw a bit. And he takes off with it. It's a fake.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd and 11 now. Falk. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Jets on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Off play action. Full blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Lachlan. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory.
Come on, fellas. 180. 40 got.
Stafford on first down. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So a crucial 2-point conversion there, but that's just part 1 of this 2-part story that they need to happen here. Yeah, they do need to do a few other things, don't they? They got the 2, as you noted. Now they've got to make sure they get the onside kick and hope to get into field goal range and maybe have one last miracle left. Yeah, I guess you're right. It's more than a 2-part story. It's a 3- or 4-part story.
Let's go. 70, Indy. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine.
They'll run on first down. Bell. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you want to give.